Okay, once I think I've got a good base shape going, where the forehead, the top of the head here, the forehead's coming down forward a little bit, the chin's going back. I don't know if you can see, I'm trying to get it so you can see it. Anyway, so with the top of the head being the crown being the highest, and then the forehead sloping down, kind of protruding more than the chin, which of course is going to change drastically with all the work, but I try to get a good shape going on starting. He's got a sweet little heart-shaped chin line, which I'm already starting to try to work into the shape of the head before I even get to any of the detailing. Now the next step I do is I decide where the front of my face is and where it seems to be most already even, so I have less work to do. So I try to find exactly where I think it's going to be, and I think I see where I'm going to be. Then I take my needle tool. After looking down and tilting it and seeing where the center is, where it seems to be most centered every which way, then I take my needle tool and I find the top of my head and I find where I'm viewing is center. I roughly mark it with my hand. Then I mark it again just slightly straight down with the needle tool. Okay, and then I mark again what I consider halfway, again from the top of the head to the chin. It's about, oops, sorry, about here. I mark it again here and here. Now, if I was doing an adult face, I would put the eyes right about on the line, maybe even a little bit above it, but right about on the line. For an infant, I want the eyes to fall below the line, because their face is more in the bottom part of their head. All of their features are down here. The jawline's back, the forehead's just more prominent in the babies until they grow. It's just the way the bone structure is. So that's where I'm at so far. I've got just a couple little indents to give me an indication of where my eyes will be. I've drawn these lines so that I can go back over this now and look at the lines, and it helps you see the depth. It's so hard to see here. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. That's too much. Well, it helps you see the depth of the different areas, like if this is too high here versus this side, and vice versa, and all the way around. So you can start smoothing and changing the shape and trying to get it as symmetrical as possible right off the get-go. It's harder to change the symmetry as you get going, which we always go off. It's so hard to be perfectly symmetrical. But if you can try to get your base as even and symmetrical, and starting, you know, like the cheekbones starting in the, like this one's higher than this one. I don't know if you can see, but this side is definitely higher than this. And it's hard to see when you're just looking at it flat on, and when you get these reference lines, it's easier to see as well. You'll also be able to space your eyes out better, like where the eyes are going to be. This is going to be a closed-eyed baby, but I still start with cavities because it helps me to structurally form the rest of the face. So this is where we are for now, and I'm going to start working on smoothing this out, and then I will get back. Thanks.